The 110 litter is another litter that's well represented. This was a fun litter to pull out of the nursery when we brought these out, and there's some of the smaller ones in the sale, but I think they're certainly in line with the fall show season. The 110s are sired by Absolute. The mother of this litter is actually new to us. She was bred here, but she came back to us as a second litter sow. She's a no intro. Out of a verbatim Roxy clone is actually what her pedigree is, and she's a neat young sow. She's probably in a lot of ways the right kind of sow for Absolute for success here, and I think Boots mentioned here on our last litter that Houston Barra would have had the same kind of pedigree here with Absolute and no intro together, and I think there's a lot to like here about these 110s. So again, the 110s are Absolute, no intro, verbatim Roxy.
Well, again, I mean, that pedigree is awfully special in my opinion there. And again, I think it's truly amazing. You look back 7-10 years ago on which sounds continuously just stamp stuff even if they're not the immediate parent, and I think this lineage is one of those few in my opinion. This thing is stout skulled but yet very, very good as she approaches you, and from there back, I mean, she looks like a modern day show gilt. She's tall fronted, she's very loose and comfortable in her spine and in the way her upper skeleton ties together. I love her hip and her rear leg. I mean, that is a long hipped, level made one. That not only that, but man, that thing's like her tail color. It seems minute, but I'm not sure I've ever seen one marked like that that's got a black there just on the tip of her tail. I think that's awfully exciting and intriguing, to say the least. And then as that thing drives away from you, heavy boned, hairy, as square and flexible and loose as you can get. And then, not only just show gilt value, but what this thing potentially offers in terms of her generating ability, I think is awfully hard to ignore. I think this one's got a big time chance. Again, show gilt wise, ROI, sow out of her, it doesn't matter. I like this Calico gilt a good deal.